Day 29. Reading The Curse of Immortality, Part 5 and last part. Indra turned to the second spy and said, "Dress like a poor sage and go to Chaivanya's ashram. Distract Ayur and make him somehow spot the vulture. The rest will automatically fall into place." Just as Indra had schemed, the magic vulture seized Urvasi's necklace while she was out on a stroll with her husband and flew high into the sky before anyone could react. At the same time, a poor sage entered Chaivanya's ashram. He saw Ayur practicing with his bow and arrow and began speaking to him. "Can you shoot very far?" he asked. "I don't think a 10-year-old can shoot at a very long distance." "I can do much more than that," replied Ayur with the confidence only a young boy can have. "Really?" Ayur nodded. "Well, see that vulture in the sky? He is carrying something. If you are as good as you say you are, can you bring the vulture to the ground and give me what he has?" "That is very easy," said the young boy and aimed his next arrow at the vulture. Meanwhile, Puruvar had been on horseback, keenly tracking the movement of the vulture in order to shoot him down. Urvashi was following him, but he had left far behind. "How dare that bird snatch the heirloom from my wife's necklace?" he thought. He took aim and shot an arrow at the vulture. Just as Indra had planned, 2 arrows were shot from 2 bows at the same time. Both the arrows touched the vulture, who released the necklace from his grip and disappeared. Both Puruvar and the boy ran to the spot in which the necklace fell. Ayur reached first and picked up the necklace. He had never seen such sparkling gold. Fascinated, he wondered what it was. Just then Puruvar also came along and saw the necklace in Ayur's hand. The king said, "Oh little boy, I shot the vulture first. Give me the necklace, it belongs to me." "No, I shot the arrow first. I even reached here and saw the necklace first. I will give this to Guruma. This will make her day," said the bright boy. "Dear boy, I think you have failed to recognize me. I am Puruvar, the mighty king and the great archer. I don't miss whatever I decide to target." "I am very good at archery too," interrupted the young boy. "I don't miss my shot either." Puruvar tried to reason with him. "But you are a hermit. What is the use of this necklace to you? It belongs to my family. If you would like, I can give you land and many cows." "But I don't want those things. I want this necklace." Patiently, Puruvar continued to request him, but Ayur refused to listen. "Listen, boy, you are forcing me to take a stand. Why don't I show you my archery skill?" said the king, pointing an arrow at Ayur. Ayur glared at the king and said, "Why don't I show you mine too?" He aimed an arrow back at Puruvar. By then, Sukanya and Urvashi also reached the spot. "Stop it, Ayur! Stop it, Puruvar! Stop it, Ayur! Stop, Puruvar!" The moment Urvashi saw Sukanya, she understood who the boy was and couldn't resist smiling. Sukanya decided that it was time. She had to unravel the truth. "The two of you cannot fight each other," she said. "It is forbidden." "Why?" asked Puruvar. "Because he is your son, my king," said Sukanya in a faint voice. "What do you mean? You must be mistaken," Urvashi answered her husband's query. 10 years ago, I came here, give birth to your son, because I was made aware of a change in the curse that Bharat Muni had put on me. Later, Indra had asked for the curse to be modified with this condition. If you ever learnt that we have a child together, then I would have to return to Indra's court. I knew that you couldn't live without me, and so I hid the birth of Ayur from you. Oh, Urvashi, what a sacrifice you have made for me. Had you told me, I would have fought my hardest against Indra, said Puruvar. But before he could even finish the sentence, Urvashi disappeared from sight. She had returned to Indra's abode. It was a bittersweet moment for Puruva. With tears in his eyes, he embraced his son Ayu together. The father and son bade farewell to Chavanya and Sukanya, and they went back to the capital without Urvashi. In his palace, Puruvar thought about his wife night and day. His life was hard without her. He loved his son, but nobody could fill Urvashi's place in his heart. In Indra's court, Urvashi was extremely unhappy and constantly thought of her family. One day Puruva thought, I have helped Indra in many wars and brought victory to him. Still he has been unfair to my wife. I cannot take it anymore. I must wage a war against him to get my wife back. My family is suffering because of him. Convinced that this was the right thing to do, Puruva ordered his soldiers to prepare for war. When Indra heard of this, he strongly felt that he would not win against Puruva. Besides, he would lose a valuable ally too. The best way to defuse the situation was to send Urvashi back to earth. He would lose his gem, but her heart was human and she was filled with pure love for her family. It was better to let her go. So Indra took Urvashi to Puruva and said, I am amazed at the love between you and your wife. Here she is. With her determination, she managed to hide Ayur and her maternal feeling for a long time. I blessed her. She will continue to retain her citizenship in the heavens and can use the powers of an Apsara when she chooses to. Puruva thanked Indra and the gods for the blessing and felt grateful to have a devotee wife and a bright son. There is a popular play written by Kalidas based on this story called Vikramavarsyam.